Hi, distinction students. Question B2 of 2025 physics paper. Okay, so what was this question all about? The question was saying figure B2.1 shows a wooden ladder of length. So this is the length of the ladder, 4.5, inclined at a vertical height. So a vertical height of 1.5. A ladder is used to pull a 900 Newton suitcase. So this suitcase is 900 Newtons by applying a force of 450 Newtons. All right, so what is the first question asking us? The first question is saying define a simple machine. So for you to define a simple machine, since it's 1 mark, a simple machine is any device that simplifies work. But you can define it by saying it is a simple machine is any device, okay, that simplifies work. So a simple machine is any device that simplifies work, number one, by applying a small force, called effort, okay, to overcome. It's very simple, to overcome a huge force called load. So a simple machine is any device that simplifies work by applying a small force called effort to overcome a huge force called load. The first question is saying calculate the velocity ratio of the ladder. Now, this is simple machine. Question 2. To calculate the velocity ratio, the formula is velocity ratio is equals to distance moved by the effort over distance moved by the load. So what do you need to know? When it comes to simple machine, this is the inclined plane. This distance you see here, it is called the distance moved by the effort. And the height here, it is called the distance moved by the load. So let's go back to the question. Which one is our distance moved by the effort? This distance moved by the effort, it is 4.5 meters over which one is the distance moved by the load here? The distance moved by the load is 1.5. So our velocity ratio is equals to, you get your calculator nicely by saying that, okay, 4.5 divided by 1.5. This gives you 3. So this tells you that the velocity ratio is equals to 3 without units. Why? This meter and meter cancel. So it's a ratio. It has no units. You go to question 3 of this question. You found the velocity ratio. The next question is saying calculate the work done on packing the case against gravity. So against gravity, work done is equals to force times what? Distance. So what is our force? The force, the question is saying calculate the work done on the packing case against gravity. So the force that you get, it is the force of the case, this case, which is what? 900 Newtons times what is the distance? Against gravity, the distance that you get is always the height against gravity, because gravity is the force which pushes objects down the center. So which distance is against? This is against. So you put 1.5 meters. So meaning our work done is equals to, you get your calculator again, you say 900 times 1.5. This gives you 1,350 joules. This is the work done. Okay, meaning you've answered this question. And the last question, D, is saying calculate the efficiency of the ladder. Now, to calculate efficiency for D, efficiency is always equals to, number one, always work output or anything output. So output over input times what? 100. Now, in our case, To find the efficiency on simple machine is going to be, our output is always mechanical advantage. Our input is velocity ratio times what? 100. Are you getting that? So let's find it. Meaning efficiency is cost. What is mechanical advantage? Do you have mechanical advantage? Velocity ratio, we have the one that we found at first here, 3. So for velocity ratio, we have is 3. What about mechanical advantage? You can find it. Mechanical advantage is equals to load over effort. What is the load? The huge force. We go back to the definition. A simple machine is any device that simplifies work by applying a small force called effort. So the small force is called effort to overcome a huge force called load. So which one is the huge force? When we go to our diagram here, the huge force was 900 newtons, and the small force that was applied was what? It has even been written effort and load, which is 450 newtons. So meaning, how do we find the mechanical advantage? Mechanical advantage is equals to, you go to your calculator, 900 divide by 450, and your answer is 2. So mechanical advantage is equals to 2. So what do you put here? Mechanical advantage 2, velocity ratio 3 times what? 100. Meaning, what's the efficiency here? Again, on your calculator, 2 divide by 3 times 100. What do you find? 66.7%. So you find 66.7%. So this is how you find the efficiency distinction, students. Very easy. Okay, so always understand these questions, and it is very easy. All right, guys, so make sure join the online classes with me, Ruben Jovu, the professor, as I'll be helping you to pass your GCE or your grade 12 exams. I'm here to help you, so make sure just send us a message as you'll be joining the online classes at a very cheap price, which is about $150 only. For both chemistry and physics in $150. So join the online classes as you'll be learning with others and also testify by getting a distinction. All right, guys. Bye-bye.